100% pure rock. 1077 The Bone.
So we're at the Rockstar Energy Mayhem with Clown from Slipknot, and I think the first question I have to ask is Jim Root. How is he doing? Came as a shock to everybody. What's going on?
He's doing good. He's very sorry that he could not be here. He is very missed not only by his band, but by the fans. We want him to have a speedy recovery. He is quite ill. He had a ruptured appendix. I'm not really free to say too much because day by day things change. But everybody just needs to know that he loves everybody and he's deeply sorry that he couldn't be here. Things happen, and it's better that it happened when he was at home instead of on stage or something. But we want to say, Jim, we love you. Wish you were here. We miss you. It's not the same without you, but he's going to be fine, and he'll be back.
Slipknot, this is the return of Slipknot. We haven't seen you guys in a lot of years after everything that happened. I'm hearing that you guys are not going to replace bass anymore. How did that come about as a decision?
Well, everything you hear is basically our way of joking with everybody who wants to assume they know what we're thinking. So, all I can say is there's no reason to think about bass right now because there's no record. There's no time to think about when to write a record. We're in the grieving process. When it comes time, we'll think about that. But there's no reason to think about it today because it's a long ways off. But you got to have a band with a bass player. But there's only 9, and number 2 is Paul Gray, and there'll always only be 9. If there is a new member, and that new member were to be out front, he's not going to have a number because there's only 9. And, I don't really spend much time thinking about it because I don't have to. And everybody likes to gossip and talk, and we just feed the fire so we can have a little fun. I'll let all the editors pressure people to ask the wrong questions. People should be asking me how my kids are or how my wife is, not are you recording a record next year. Of course we're recording a record. Of course we're still going to be together. Of course there'll be a new bass player. But none of those things need to be talked about right now because in a couple hours I'm going to be on the Church of Slipknot, on the altar of Slipknot, speaking the sermon of Slipknot to the congregation of Slipknot, which is the culture of Slipknot. And right now, today, that's all that matters.
With everybody getting to the point where they're maturing, growing, having families, how is this affecting the band? Are you able to take some of the family out on the road with you, or are you going to cut short touring or anything like that?
What's good is I'm considered the old buck. I'm the oldest. I'm 42. Chris just had a baby. I don't know how old Chris is, 37, 38. I left my babies a long time ago to come live this dream called rock and roll. But it's come full circle because my oldest boy, his name's Gage, and he works for the band now. And he's not allowed to talk to me or hang out with me because he's got to do it himself, not as a favor of his dad. And he's working his ass off. But people will never understand what it means for me to leave my babies at home for so many years, but now to have them with me and earning their way in what they love. And my son Gage loves these people, this lifestyle, loves Slipknot. He has Disaster Piece tattooed across his chest. And just to see him up there, he's bummed that he can't always watch the whole show, but now he's realizing he's putting up the banners. He's putting down things that make the show happen, and that's actually making it more important than just watching the show because he's seen more shows than anybody in the world.
So is he learning a hard lesson and that it's not all fun and games out here? Because he did used to be the kid that would show up with the passes and hang out and watch Dad, and now he's got to actually put some serious elbow grease into it, right?
He definitely is. I wouldn't say he's learning the hard way because my crew, we're all pirates, but my son is probably a bigger pirate than I am. And if anybody's going to replace the clown, it's going to be him. So he's learning, he's working his butt off, but he's doing it on his own merit, and he's earning it, and he's doing a great job. But he does have to think about how it once was and now how it is. But see, he was a little kid then, and now he's 18, so he's got to get his life together, and he's got to move on. So it's just an honor to have my son with me. You know, I can look over there and I can see him and I can go, you know, I used to have to leave him all the time, you know, and now he's here with me. Whether I get to hang out with him a lot during the day or not, it really doesn't matter. He's here in this space. He could be watching right now for all I know. So it's a beautiful thing.
When you guys decided to do this headlining run on the Mayhem Tour, what kind of thought went into putting the set list together now that you guys have such a sizable catalog?
Kill, 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 kill.
Good times. Last time you guys were here, I think it was in San Jose, and pretty sure it was you, if I remember correctly, came out to front of house and hip checked me into the console, and then kind of beat the crap out of some stuff.
You're not gonna sue me, are you?
Are you gonna do something like that? No, I'm not gonna sue you. You just scared the shit out of me. That was kind of awesome.
You should have seen me last night. I got caught up in all these barricades and chairs. Oh, I'm fucking crazy. Throwing chairs around. Usually I get to where I want to go easily. Last night, I'm jumping over crap, and I'm sorry if you got hip checked or whatever, but when Clown's here, you got to be careful. When Sean's around, it's a different story. But when Clown's here, you know, you can look into my eyes and you can just realize, like, I'm not.
No one is safe.
No one is safe, ever, at any time.
Tell me about the movie project that you guys just did, the Circus Sideshow movie. I didn't get to see it. It only played in Sacramento.
It's called The Devil's Carnival. I play a character called the Tamer. I basically am the enforcer of hell. I work for Lucifer. I do exactly what he says. If I don't, I get reprimanded. But if it's your ass, I come and get you. I bring you to hell. I work for the best boss in the world. So it's called The Devil's Carnival. It's awesome. It'll be coming out. Darren did Saw 2, 3, and 4. He's a genius. It's such a colorful, beautiful movie. It's like the, you know, I don't like to make comparisons, but I've heard him say it, so I hope he doesn't get mad. But you know, it's a next generation Rocky Horror Picture Show. You know, it's not that. It's the Devil's Carnival. You know, Hail Satan. But it's in a carnival. It's so colorful. It's wet like sex, and it's just there's all these carnies, and you got this guy named the Tamer, and he will fuck you up.
So when you look into the future, what are you looking at? What are you looking for in terms of Clown, Slipknot, side projects? What are the things that you have in mind?
I want to be a better husband, always. I want to be a better father, always. I want to start doing more things that I think I can accomplish for the world, such as, don't do that again. Right? Don't do that again. We're talking. That's rude.
We're talking over here.
Who was it?
I don't know.
Anyway, for example, to break it down, I want to make a difference. I want to try to make a difference where I know I can. Recently, I met a gentleman whose stepson, committed suicide at 11 years of age on Mother's Day because he was bullied. This gentleman is a normal person. He's not a legislation kind of suit guy. In 2 years, he's talked to over 600,000 people. Might have been 60,000, I don't know, a lot, okay? And I have 4 kids, and one way or another, we've all been bullied. So I have a film company and I want to do a documentary. I'm going to live with him and I'm going to walk with him and I'm going to talk with him. I've never been so moved in my life, and it's an area because of my expertise of being a father. There's not a day that doesn't go by that I hope my children are safe because of the circumstantial randomness of life that sometimes you don't see coming for you. You know, it's like you could get hit by a car tonight. We don't want that to happen, right? But it could happen. I'm not going to let it happen. But I just want you to think about it. And these kids, they get bullied. And I'm going to try to do something about that. Education is, knowledge is something that you give. All good teachers are good students. All good students are good teachers. And I feel like participating and helping teaching people that when they are bowling because of peer pressure, that, kids take their own lives. And if I can help prevent one life being taken, I feel like it's something I can do. So that's just one aspect, I want to do a lot of things, but I want to do things that are practical and not too out of my limits. In Des Moines, I want to pick a park that has a lot of trash, but it's small. And then ask everybody in Des Moines to come and help me clean it. Take 2 hours. Have people bring pickup trucks. Have Des Moines donate trash bags. Ask the city dump to give us 4 hours of free dumpage. Everybody get together, everybody drive out, pick up the park for the children, and get it done. It seems like it's in my grasp. I don't want to try to conquer the world in things that take forever, like fucking politics. I don't want to run for president. Doesn't interest me. I'm not that good of an actor. I want to do things that can help all of us, but I want to make them practical. So to answer your question, I make a difference in my band. I see it every night. I want to see what I can do as a person.
One more question. KnotFest in August.
KnotFest is something that we thought about for a long time. Less is more. 2 shows. We've toured Europe our whole career, and we've seen these proper festivals where they start on Thursdays and end on Sundays. One night's hip hop, next night's pop, next night's metal, next night is active rock, whatever. People get to camp. Kids as bosses encourage them to go have a good time. It looks like a refugee camp. Everything and anything is being done. People are indulging in culture and life, sex, you name it, it's happening. People have a good time. They learn more about music than they didn't know. There's a lot of great festivals that are working right now with people trying to bring that to the world. We're just trying to bring our vision to that. For example, the minute you walk through the gate, you're gonna get squirted with a scent, and you're gonna smell like Slipknot all day. And then one day you're gonna be out fishing, and you're gonna go, smells like Slipknot. So we're bringing our ideas to the table, and it's not to compete. It's just to have some fun. It's pagan, ritualistic, apocalypse, the end of the world. We play for blood. It's our way or no way. And if you don't come, don't bitch.
100% pure rock. 1077 The Bone.